One. I'm allowed to say 3, 2, 1.
How's it going, folks?
We're live. No big deal. We're live
Outstanding.
and alive. So in case anyone's wondering, I'm just writing the date. We're alive in November 28th, 2022. This time 20 years ago, I was in my final year in high school. That's weird.
And
No,
first year?
30 years ago. Oh, holy shit. Okay, we can start now.
Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
You're going to like today's guest, Chemda. That's my prediction. Can you imagine? I'm like, guys, it's contractual. You're not going to like today's guest, but you are. You are. I feel confident. Very exciting day already. I open up my phone. Here's Britney Spears' tit falling out of her little, I'd like to see Christina Aguilera do that. Please. I'd really like to see her. I'd like to see her tits too.
Well, I believe we had a chance to. Remember when Dirty came out?
Do I?
Yes. Redman was yelling about it.
That's true.
She had a whole article in what was that male magazine, for skincare, but really it's tits. Maxim. I believe she had a full spread in Maxim.
Yeah, the skincare one for sure.
The skincare for men, Maxim stuff. You remember those?
She does this dance of hers on Instagram, Britney Spears dance, where she's off the left side, then she comes in the middle and twirls and goes to the right, and then come back. And this is getting so good. If you told me, if she said, if months earlier she said I perfected it, I would have been like, yeah, no shit. But that's why she is such a go-getter and professional. That's what sets her apart. I'm like, I think the spin is a little faster.
You know what? This is like, 30 years ago, she was spinning and Keith wasn't this critical. But now that she's 40 something, he's like, you know what? Your spins are getting slower, sweetheart.
No, she's got it. She's got it. Today's guest, fantastic comedian. Been on Comedy Central, JFL. You know that. Come on. New York City based. Matty Ryan. Hello, Matty.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I'm doing well. It's first time we're meeting Matty Ryan. So, Matty, go ahead.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me. What are we talking about? Britney Spears. I was like, all right, we're just getting right into it, right out of the gate. I haven't even checked it. Last I heard, she was still like, I'm not like keeping my thumb on the pulse of, Spears world, but
you don't have to front here. Keith just told you he follows her. Yes.
With like mental illness and was like being held prisoner in a Vegas. I don't know. Like her dad was. What was it?
She was under some kind of conservatorship where they wouldn't let her spin on her own.
No spinning.
And she had to fight that, which is, she's a grown adult. Does she have troubles? Okay. But is she bringing in a lot of money for a lot of people too? Then she could probably be able to spin when she wants. So now she could. They won that battle. And now she's on Instagram showing us all she can spin.
Perfect. This is very interesting coming from two grown-ass adults going like, what's up with this Britney? I heard she was spinning. Dude, she's trying to spin. Her dad didn't let her spin. Dude, I heard that. Is her dad dead now and she's allowed to spin as much as she wants? No, dude, but she's spinning. She's fucking spinning.
She can also like be in the tub sometimes. That's exciting. She's good at that too. But they're I don't know who's taking these shots because she never seems to realize she's naked. And she just put little pictures of flower emojis over her privates.
Hygiene's important. You gotta stay clean.
Sure. Well, you build a sweat with all that spinning.
Absolutely.
Bathtub spinning. How's a girl find the time? You make the time because you're a professional. Good for her. Good for the spinning tour. This is going to be some tour that's coming up with all the dance. Everybody's doing choreographed dances behind her, and she just keeps spinning. Well, anyway, every day there's a new picture, and I love it. Speaking of loving it, you love to see this. The new, the most recent Spider-Man, Tom Holland. He's going to get married with Zendaya, who was, the love interest of the most recent Spider-Man. But if you check the tape, there's a history of Spider-Man and falling in love with the women and the women breaking up. You had Tobey Maguire and that one chick, and then the other dude and that one chick.
Hold on. Spider-Man is not in love with Mary Jane anymore?
Yeah, it's a different Mary Jane.
Oh, they switched the plot line of Spider-Man?
But they stay the same age. So we'll see. We'll see. We wish them well. How was your Thanksgiving, Matty?
It was good. I was out in my girlfriend's from the Boston area, so we were out there with her family for the week. We got back last night, so it was nice.
I could tell
you know what I
it
mean?
must have been good. You're like, it was good. I spent it with not my family, so they can't really get on me as much as they can someone else.
It's kind of crazy how nice. The first time I ever went to her family's for Christmas was 7 years ago, and I was like, oh, this is so chill. No one's yelling at me about it. I guess this is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not critical of you. They're critical of her. But but everyone gets along?
Yeah, for the most part. You know what I mean? I get along with everybody, so that works. I'm a drama-free zone when it comes to
what's your secret?
I don't know. I mean, probably the crippling need to be liked by everyone. I think that's probably the underlying secret that is driving. But I'm trying to
get what? That's a good secret. And that's good in moderation. So it's good to keep that just for holidays, because if you do that all year,
it's exhausting.
You're losing it in holidays. Yeah.
I'm trying to get better about it, setting up boundaries and be like, wait, I don't even like that dude. Why am I being so nice to him all the time?
Right. You go extra nice. Like,
yeah.
Oh, are you carving the turkey? I was hoping you'd carve the turkey. You look the strongest. If I had to pick someone to carve the turkey, it'd be you.
This guy.
Yeah. All right. I can't wait to eat it now that you're carving it. It's great. It's a good Thanksgiving. I feel it.
How long have you been with this woman?
7 years and change.
Oh, so this is a real deal. Your parents probably let you sleep in the same room, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Under the eyes of God and everything. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. All right. Is marriage on the horizon? Does anybody give a fuck?
Nobody really gives a fuck. I think that's it.
Good.
You know what I mean? And she does. She does stand up also, and we're both like poor. So it's like, well, let's table all that discussion until there's.
Oh, they know that you can't get married, so they're like, fuck it, let them live together.
Right, exactly.
Not going anywhere.
They're broke artists.
Do you guys have intercourse?
We do. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Just within the last year, though. It took like 6 years. So
how fun is it, though?
Yeah,
how fun is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's so. I had it today. I had it
it's
this morning.
It
is the best. So I don't know if it's just like on the tip of my tongue, so to speak, but honestly, it is the best. It really is the best. Exactly. What's better? Like, let's think of what is better than sex?
I don't know. Who doesn't love a good roll in the hay? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I love rolling in the hay. I do love it. I'm reading a story here about a man. Like you have all these kinks and stuff, but I'm like, sex is pretty good as is. A 79-year-old Japanese man managed to get 90 inches of jump rope stuck in his bladder. He kept putting the rope in. It was about 7.5 feet of rope. He kept putting it, you said, what's that saying?
His piss hole or what? How do you get
in his piss hole, sending up good rope after bad. Yeah.
How many feet?
7.5.
No.
7.5 feet.
No. Are we playing two lies in a something? What is this? Is this Thanksgiving? Is this a new segment? No.
Here's X-ray pictures of it in his bladder.
No.
Oh my God.
I had that problem almost. I'm trying to install shit with my TV, and you got to get the cord up through the back so it looks classy. You're 1 centimeter away. Next thing you know, you're just pulling rope into nowhere, and you're like, oh my God. So I can get it. I understand it.
I mean, jamming it in there has got to be hard. If there was some way to pull it, like once you got the needle threaded, if you could pull it from the inside, but maybe he's got some really impressive abdominal muscles that's able to create.
It's just, he'd get like 5 feet in. He's like, all right, that was sexy.
Yeah.
It was very fun. But now let me take it out because that'll be humiliating if it's I'm a bus driver, for God's sake.
Yeah, he didn't leave any out. He put it all the way in. He just couldn't stop.
Well, he's trying at like 5. He's trying. And he's like, all right, let me put another inch in, maybe give it more give.
Got 2 more feet.
Like, it's just hitting my walls and I can't pull it out of my dick hole walls. But if I put a little more, maybe that'll turn it over some. Again, it's like wires. But next thing you know, boom. So you lost the very last inch, and you're like, no,
oh, please come back.
Does it fall in?
Maybe
he's like, I lost it. It's slipping like he's a rock climber. Oh God.
At that point, you're like me. He's like, maybe if I just shove it all the way in, I'll shit it out, and then I won't have to go to the hospital.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm wondering, like, why not start with your butt? I feel like there's more room there, and also like,
he's not gay, Chemda.
Oh, sorry. Do doctor's visits sound so fun that you like need to force it? Like, I keep finding things in my body that I have to go get doctors to take out, but I'm just like, they're being found. You're putting stuff in there. Holy shit. Birdie James is reminding us OnlyFans. So I feel like that's just a hint
yeah.
to this person. You know,
He
maybe
might
if you're going to do,
he might have made a video of him doing that and paid his rent for the year on OnlyFans. Who knows?
that would be smart.
But that until you get the hospital bill.
Someone's like, put that extra 2 feet in there. I'll give you $5,000.
I want to be clear.
More
This
like
is
$5.
I say jump rope, but it's a handleless rope. So in case you're like, I don't get it. Like now it's just know it's all rope.
Why do you have an all rope jump rope? Why
make
make
multi-purpose rope? You can tie shit up with it.
It's all service. It did come as a jump rope, but I'm not putting plastic in my dick hole.
Whose jump rope was it?
His sister's.
Like, do you buy this specially, or are you like, I need a cord? And you look through your kid's room, you're like, fuck, like iPhone cord.
You go to the store, you're like, do you have any jump ropes that are sterile? You're like, why? Like, no reason.
The man
you wash your hands when you come in and out of jump roping.
The man was forced to seek medical help, complaining he was suffering from a condition called dysuria, a difficulty with urination, only for doctors to find the rope. Yeah, so do you see anything? I Googled, I have trouble pissing, maybe. Yeah, there's a rope in your bladder.
He's like, oh, I forgot to mention that out of the gate.
A rope. I did trip over the cat getting out of the, oh no.
You think it maybe just took a couple of days for the insurance to okay the MRI?
Yeah. Medics unraveled the medical mystery by investigating his bladder, where they found, quote, a large object accompanied by acoustic shadows. It was then the man admitted what had happened because, there's a picture there. You might as well admit it. That doesn't seem like the right word. Although he did not explain why he did it and was transferred to a hospital. Well, you don't have to embarrass him,
No, you transfer that person into the military. He'll never say shit. You could torture him all you want. Good luck. It's not, I'm telling you, it didn't go into like a hole that anything can go into. Yeah. And he put a rope up there.
He's an engineer, yeah.
Yeah, this POW is not talking.
According to doctors, there's no way to remove the rope the way it went in, so they had to perform surgery on the patient. Well, I would assume.
What does that mean? Where do they cut open first?
I think like right at like your bread basket.
What's your bread basket?
Below the belly button.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a bread basket? Why? Because when you gain weight...
That's where your bread goes. That's where your bread goes.
That's why people are gluten-free. Yeah.
Dessert basket is that other place on the side.
That's my butt. That's below the small of my back, my dessert basket.
The medical team had to retrieve the rope through an incision made in the man's abdomen. Oh, it's the next sentence. To remove the rope in full. All right.
They took it out of his belly button. But they left the belly button open in case he has this urge again, at least giving him a hole to start in.
I hope they know, like, what's that? Is it a knot in the rope? Is it the belly button? They'd be able to tell, right? They wouldn't fuck up, right? Yeah.
I don't understand. When I put rope into, like, sweatpants, it's difficult.
It's hard. Yeah. Imagine now it's fighting back, and it's attached to your dick.
My pants can't get, like, hard and soft while I'm doing it, Right. It's like it just stays steady, at least, for me to rope it in. This is, wow. How long did it take them?
This is why we can't have free health care. Everybody's going to be trying this. During vacation, I saw a movie during this vacation. Did a lot of masturbating. Didn't see anybody for Thanksgiving. Masturbating too. Matty, you ever do this?
Free. Doesn't cost you a dime. I mean, what are we talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime you want to. And I got the VR machine. I think the next step is rope, but so far I'm good with this. But you know what? I'm watching porn, and I'm about to fuck this girl. It's going well. I got a good feeling. And then they thought it'd be funny, like, to have guys like walk in on the set and be like, "Oh, I just looking for my screwdriver. I thought it was someone coming in my house because I have these goggles on." I sit on a towel on the couch. I put the towel over me. I'm like, I think I'm talking to that direction. Even before, it's a joke that one of their people on their set are making. Like, I just wanted to.
Pretty good joke.
Pretending like she doesn't know my dick's in between her tits. This guy can't tell because he's not really paying attention. Then it happened again, but the chick was so hot. I'm like, what the? Can you please stop doing? Now it's a race against time before guy number 3 gets in there. Very stressful. Very stressful. It's like rap songs that have police sirens on them. I don't like it.
Especially if you're driving and smoking weed. Yeah.
Yeah. It needs to stop. Maybe I am riding dirty. You don't know my situation. But yes, that was my vacation. Just a lot of spanking and wanking. Chemda, did you guys do anything?
That was my weekend. Riding dirty, spanking, and what? How about you, Chemda?
What the fuck? I'm just just pinching a little gash, throwing in a little slash.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It
Right.
sounds very relaxing.
Thank you.
I did a lot of long things. Went to Long Island, long bike rides, long hike. You have a long weekend. You just do regular shit longer.
I see.
You're like, oh, I have time to go to Long Island. Oh, we don't have to turn around after like 3 or 5 miles. We can go longer. So I had a long weekend. Thank you.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you. I saw the new movie, The Menu. You guys know about this?
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it, but I saw a preview for it.
It's one of those ones
That's
where
just your iPhone. And those are apps.
It's one of those movies where they put everybody in one room and you're like, let me guess, you're all bad, probably, right?
Let me guess, this was a budget.
Right. Actually, they did, for them being right. They did spend money on some things for them being in a room the whole time, but
the actors.
Yeah.
What is it, like a restaurant kitchen the whole time?
Yes.
Okay.
A kitchen and dining area, and you're there to just because you can afford it. It's a lot of money. You're at the world's most exclusive tasting.
Okay.
But guess what? Sometimes the food is about the people, and people are gonna die.
I thought you didn't like mysteries.
It's not a mystery though.
What is it? A dinner? You went to dinner? Is this VR still?
It's a horror.
Okay.
And it's very, very simple. It's very blunt.
What's the difference between a mystery and a horror?
Who killed a mystery? You can go, Keith, remember earlier you saw that guy out the window? We lied to you. It was a tree. It's really Bob, you fucking idiot. That's a mystery.
Okay. And
horror is like, okay, this guy's bad. He's going to start killing people. I can go to the bathroom and miss something and not to be like, the footsteps weren't mud. They were chocolate cake.
I see. Okay. Gotcha. And what's a thriller?
That's when you don't know where to file the movie under. You're like, something to come? It's like thriller is like the way Chemda calls things slice of life. She's like, I saw Superman. It's a slice of his life, So yeah, thriller, it's anything fucking goes, these thrillers. But I like this. It's like the movie Saw, but clever. This movie, The Menu, and
is it like gory? Is it like real like gory shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how like there's only a death every so often,
right?
But here you're like, this one makes sense. You see these movies Saw, and like a woman put together a roller coaster in a basement by herself, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
here it's just knives and shit.
Yeah.
But I give it a thumbs up. And also, I sent Chemda this movie because I thought she might dig it. With the Stutz, it's on Netflix. Stutz. It's
I saw this preview last night, actually. Yeah.
Jonah, it saves like a lot of time. You see the promos, you see the movie nowadays. Jonah Hill is in a therapist office, but he turned the camera on the therapist. Don't worry, the therapist knew about it. If you never went to therapy, I think people would like this because I would have got like 4 nuggets out of it. What did you think, Chemda? And what do we think about the idea? Jonah Hill rubs me the wrong way a little bit. And he is the character in This Is the End. How they all amplified who the public thinks they are, and Jonah Hill is just very, very condescending, very stuck on himself. He knows every other word he says is why. So comparing all that, just this vibe I got, and now you're smart enough to interview one of the greatest psychologists in the world. Is that pretentious, Chemda?
So, okay, I was so nervous to watch this. We're calling it a movie, right? I love that.
It's a documentary, to be clear.
It's just a podcast at best, but okay.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a movie, okay? Because you have a budget and you have a film crew, and there was good food and catering, okay. But I was nervous to watch this because I'm very, very, very into psychology, mental health, and all this stuff. And, when it comes into like the Hollywood world, I get nervous that they're just going to like, like Shooter McGavin you or whatever, or it's going to be so good that I'll need a minute. I don't know. It was a lot, but I finally decided to watch it. Didn't watch it the whole way. Happened to get tired. It wasn't because it was good or bad or whatever. Here's what I thought. I think people like the breakdown of nuggets. Like you said, he goes, here's what you do, not theoretically and blah, blah, blah. It took all the information that I put into OMAT and it justified it because he was like, write it out, take a break, things like that. So that made me feel good. But I felt that pretense coming from Jonah. What Xerxes said is that Jonah Hill had this really bad, like he started off as this really fun actor, and he got seen and got successful really quickly. He got into the Hollywood lifestyle and people started really hating
like
him.
Superbad, right? He was Superbad? He was
Yeah,
Johnny
him and Michael
Superbad.
Cera, yeah.
Yeah. And then he started doing like the Moneyball, this kind of thing.
Yeah, so he started like, all of a sudden, a chubby funny kid is getting, women thrown at him and like yeses everywhere and stuff like that. And it seems it got to his head, and he became a Hollywood asshole. And it seems like this guy kind of brought him back down to earth. I get nervous about I don't want to know anything about my therapist. So the fact that Jonah knows like so much and they seem to like spend Thanksgiving together, I'm like, yeah. Do you still call him your therapist, or is this just like a straight shooter friend now that you pay,
Uncle Steve?
Yeah, maybe it's Uncle Steve who like you foot the bill because you're, but at the same time, like he didn't say anything that would, like, the thing is the information was safe, so who cares? And I think it's very geared towards more of like the male brain that's just starting to think about their emotions. And I'm sorry to put it that way, but I do feel like, in a generation that's just coming up, they're telling the boys that they have as many feelings as the girls for the first time. So now people my age and up, I'm turning 47 this week, need like a gentle way to like talk about feelings that's also very masculine. And I feel like he does that.
Right.
Am I making sense?
It sounds great. I haven't even seen it, but it makes sense to me.
To me, he's telling the audience he's as smart as this psychiatrist.
I get what you're saying.
It reminds me of, and it's not saying he's dumb, but he is saying he's as smart as this acclaimed doctor. It reminds me of, there was a comedy special with Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais, and it was called The Goddamn Geniuses of Funny. And you're seeing the four funny. Well, no offense to Ricky Gervais, but which one is not like the others? And
did you see the one?
By the way, Ricky did. He's saying he spent the money to tell everybody he's one of the four horsemen.
So are you talking about that like little round table they
yes.
were like, okay, so my favorite part of that whole, I think it was called Talkin' Funny or something. It was at one point, because he's trying, he paid for the whole thing and is trying to be like me and these guys, these three. And at one point he's like, so what was it like? He's like, let's talk about like, when you first started stand-up comedy, like what was it like? And Chris Rock goes, what was that for you last month?
Right.
Something like that. It was like a quick zing that I was surprised he left in there, because I'm sure he got final say in editing and everything. But yeah, that was such a clear, like, there
was some of that with Jonah where it was like, you know what it sounded like to me? This doctor has really helped him. The psychiatrist has really helped him. And he's got enough like acronyms and sayings that he actually should have written a book. And instead, he did like street credit movie podcast situation instead. Instead, he's fist pounding a rock star. So we're going to be listening rather than reading a book. Keith's not going to read that book, but he's going to watch this movie. So I think, great, then that's the way mental health should be spread. You got the nuggets. I'll read books. You watch this. Somebody else will get it from YouTube. I love it. Let's keep spreading it, even though there's pretense and weirdness, and just write the fucking book. But yeah, sure.
That's a great point. I mean, especially if you like nowadays too, if I see something informative on a documentary, I'll usually say I read it somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I read this. You know?
It's, you know what? It's similar to people going like, oh, I just talked to this person. I was like, I didn't hear you talk to anyone. Yeah, I was texting them. Right. Because texting is talking. And I need to step up into like more modern lingo. We communicated, but we don't say communication. We say talked. And
did it also seem Jonah Hill was trying to solve, instead of just interviewing a guy about his life, he's trying to fix him as if he's a patient of some kind. Like Jonah Hill's like almost making up a problem, even puts him to bed.
I didn't see the end, but okay. Yes. And the therapist is letting him do that. He talked to the therapist about a relationship. Apparently he's been on and off for 40 years with this one woman. And Jonah says something like, well, do you think it's time to blah, blah, blah? And he goes, wow, never thought of it that way. And it made it sound like now he's going to commit to this woman now that Jonah said. Also, I didn't understand, and maybe there's a spoiler with like, they start the thing with, we're going to do this all in one session. And I'm like, then give me 6 sessions if it's only going to take you 1 day to record this. What the fuck? You know, like you got that many nuggets. All right, but let's put all the nuggets. And the other thing I have, I know I'm being really critical, but I think people should watch this because it will give you nuggets. Doesn't matter how pretentious it is. Take what you want and leave the rest. But there was a moment where like, okay, Jonah's like, I'm about to tell you the truth. I'm about to tell you the real truth. Hold on. First of all, I'm going to pull out this tool. And he sits there quiet with his eyes open, eyes closed. Then he comes back and he's like, okay, I'm going to tell you now. So Xerxes goes, what's the fucking tool?
Right.
You just, okay, you used the tool. Thanks for helping.
Also, that guy's been an on again, off again for 40 years with the same. It sounds like that guy needs therapy, to be honest.
Yes, I think that was Jonah's whole thing is like, yes, it was a very deep moment.
Yeah, yeah. He's something else.
Yeah. But at the end of the, I think like you get the information when you want to. If you're watching something like Stutz, you want to have something that's not a lot of work, but that you can take with you and say like, okay, now I'm a better human being. And I think they give you that. It's like, hey, if you're depressed, start at least by like going out and taking a walk or something. He says 85%. I don't know how accurate, but you know, I hope people did their homework. 85% of his clients can be can do better with like his little pyramid idea, which is just mind what you eat and exercise, and your whole life will change. That's what I got.
I would, if I was hanging out with Jonah, I'd be like, 1 sec, can I use a tool in this room? Is this a safe space? He says it like that. Is it you may, tool permission granted, like something magic is gonna happen. I would go to Jonah, I'm like, do you mind if I'm gonna pull a tool out real quick? And he goes, oh, of course. And I'll go, okay. And done. Yeah, that was a good tool. Anyway, I saw your latest movie. Congrats.
I'm going to do this. Do you mind if I pull out a tool, take out a jump rope and just put it on the table? Just keep moving on. Just put it on the table. Now I feel safe. If I ever need a jump rope, it's right there to do whatever I want with it. No judgment, safe space.
That sounds like something. Like first I place all my toys in front of me. And then I go, all right, I'm ready for, that's one of my tools. So it reminds me of safe space and I'm ready for my work review. Go ahead. That was and tool done. I pack it up, close. I saw the new Ghislaine Maxwell documentary. It's called Filthy Rich, like the other one was.
The Netflix one?
Yeah, the Netflix one, Filthy Rich. This is too. Netflix also. They're both called Filthy Rich, just the person's name. The first one where we heard all the news was a series. This is only a movie because you know almost everything else. Not as good as the other one. She's a bad bitch, but not as good as the other one. And I wonder if that upsets her the most. This is not as gripping.
What did she do?
Did she get Netflix in jail?
She got the weapon. She got the. I think it's everywhere. She got the women for Jeffrey to fuck.
That's what
and abused as well. She abused women as well.
She didn't make this documentary, right?
That'd be funny. She's like, my side of things.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were telling me. I thought you were doing, Fahrenheit 9/11 and then Fahrenheit 9/11, like that kind of thing. And I'm like, wait, what did she say?
No, so it's just her still in jail. But during the trial, more women came out. So yeah, she'll be there. She'll be there for a bit. This Friday is Chemda's birthday.
What? Hey, happy early birthday.
Thank you. We're making all of our guests say it all year.
Nice. Great. I love it.
You got in just in time. She's giving you the birthday present, though. She mentioned OMAT. Use code FREEBDAY47. 47, get it? I didn't say nothing. FREEBDAY47 at keithandthegirl.com/OMAT for a free week of her OMAT club. KATG.com/OMAT. The free code is FREEBDAY47. All right, you get a free week. Also, the Keith and the Girl Kickstarter campaign, it's almost over. So please support the show you're listening to. Don't wait for someone else to do it. The more people that support the campaign, the more rewards get unlocked. And we're going to put a new video up. How about that? At the Kickstarter page, keithandthegirl.com/kick, KICK. Your support helps make Keith and the Girl history. And thank you. Thank you, everybody who helped back. keithandthegirl.com/kick. What
Also, shout out to Xerxes who put together that new video we're posting today. It's like a scroll, and he put together some of our outtakes while we were making the original video. Reward is very difficult to say.
Very hard.
Try saying reward in the middle of a sentence without pausing. Now, I'm just an immigrant, but Keith had a hard time.
It's very hard. And
go ahead and get your reward.
Yeah, there are a couple R's there, and I changed it to things. Your things are on the right side. Check that out. Your yays, yay! It's the R word, you know. What are you doing for Christmas, Matty? You guys have plans for that? Is it the other parents' turn?
Exactly. So I'm from Chicago, so we're gonna go do Chicago with my family, like my mom and sister and her family and kids.
You seem so calm about this.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's chill. I get it. But me and my mom are great. Me and my sister are real close. So it'll be, and I don't think we're doing anything big. I think we're just doing like just her and her husband and her two babies, and then me, my mom, my girlfriend, and it'll be easy. Okay. I'll probably cook, you know.
Is this what it sounds like when dad's not around? It's like calm and nice. What's going on? What's the history here?
Oh, my dad's dead, so he's been gone for a while. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine.
That's helpful. No thank you.
You want to go back to fucking?
DDC, Dead Club, baby.
I masturbate too. I'm sorry. When did he pass?
2007. Yeah, so it's been a minute. The amount of stand-up comedians with dead dads is staggering. I feel like there should be a longitudinal study done.
How old were you? Can we?
I was 22.
Are you good to talk about?
Totally.
22. So you got
just turned. We were supposed to bury him on my birthday, and my mom made everything go a day up. She's like, we're not going to bury your dad on your birthday. So then we moved it the day before my birthday, which is, a huge difference. For sure.
Oh yeah. That's different. Now you could really be present for your birthday the next day.
Now I got to call the bagpipers back.
Did he have bagpipers?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It was, we're Irish family, so yeah, you gotta have pipes and drums at the graveside. Come on, we're real into just depressing,
Well, this way the death isn't the most annoying thing,
Right.
Like,
for sure.
Well, at least this will stop soon.
Yeah.
But what did he pass away of?
Heart attack. It was massive.
Really?
Yeah.
And did it make you and your family nervous about heart?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, my mom's side too. Like my grandpa had like 9 heart attacks. So like, and my mom's brother died of one when he was like in his 30s. So like, we were always kind of like, high alert for heart issues. But yeah.
Do you know Christian Finnegan?
Not personally. I think we might have met once at New York Comedy Club real briefly, like a few months ago. But I know of him more than like personally.
You guys have a lot of negative shit. His family also had a lot of heart issues, and so he always has that in mind. But his brother died and his father passed away. Wow. Yeah, and it was all like heart attack, heart related.
Are you trying to match make? You
think I am. I'm friend making. Yeah,
get some drinks, dude. You guys should go out and do some coke. Test your hearts out.
Compare doctor's notes.
Another thing about my dad.
start a podcast together. I don't know.
We should get a place together, man.
Yeah. If you ever see Christian out in the wild, tell him that I said you should meet, and then just for sure. Go shake his hand.
Definitely.
Start right away. It's his dead brother.
That don't say why.
Yeah. Sorry about your family, dude. I'm Matty.
You don't have a twin anymore. I'm Matty.
Chemda said to meet you, but to not ask why until we hang out 3 times together.
Right.
What country are you going to, Chemda, next month?
Dominican Republic.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
I was gonna go to Uruguay, but it's like you cut the price in half going to the Dominican Republic. And my whole like requirement for going away is please get me out of this cold and don't let me pay too much money. So other things on the list in case people are looking for places, Panama, that was on the list, but they very much frown upon it. From what I understand, one of these Uruguay, I think, was going to give us trouble for weed, and the plane ride was going to cost so much. And you move things around, you go, oh, you guys will let us stay the cheapest, and it's the warmest, and okay, that's the criteria. We're good. Whatever culture, we'll learn.
Are you good at traveling, Matty? I've been bragging lately that I've been making solo trips on airplanes and trains.
Nice.
It's very scary and exciting. I'm almost 50.
Yeah, I do like traveling. I've done a couple, I was in Southeast Asia for like 2 months one time, just kind of backpacking. That was great. Trying to think, South America. I did Nicaragua once, but I hear a lot of people I know have gone to the Dominican Republic. I've never gone. I hear it's great.
As a New Yorker, it's really weird that I've never gone, and I'm dating a Dominican for 3-4 years, and he hasn't been in a while.
Does he have family down there still?
Not that he's until we're not gonna like see family.
Okay. Are you doing like a resort situation, like an all-inclusive, or what are you doing? Airbnb?
Yeah, it's more like a little Airbnb, a little all-inclusive, just to kind of balance the whole thing, And yeah, we're gonna be away for Christmas, which is weird. How do you get away for Christmas? I'll tell you. You go a little before Christmas and come a little after New Year's. And then the prices change. By the way, Xerxes is saying no issues.
Here's the life hack. Tell your boss to fuck off, and then you could save money.
Well, we're going to be working some from the Dominican Republic.
Sure, so I'm just saying.
Yeah. So we're going to set up the whole thing. I'm doing OMAT from there, doing live shows from there, and coming back before the marathon. So, and Xerxes is saying yes, we did consider Uruguay. No issues with weed there. Totally legal in Uruguay, but I think it was just so expensive.
Right.
In case anyone's tracking.
Yeah. I was going to go see my friend in Australia. I told him first, even before I looked up tickets. Then I looked up tickets, $3,000. I'm like, Matty,
crazy.
I could jerk off on the couch for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For nothing. However many times I want.
Yeah. How many times I want?
When you do it on the plane, they get real mad.
Right. And apparently the porn I'm watching, I'll have company too. Oh my God.
Exactly. You got surprise guests.
We're recording.
Wait, but that's going to be a new thing in porn, right? Like the
scaring me? I hope not.
Yeah. The distractions, the scaring, the like.
Your mom's coming down the steps. Can you finish in time?
I don't know what's worse than like, let's fuck the mom and the stepdad today. Like what? You're gonna get worse. Like, let's surprise mom's home, and then all of a sudden mom joins. Like, that's not. According to what I'm hearing about porn, this is not even
of course level. You have the joining, but I don't need you just coming in and dropping a hammer. It's not cute. That's scary shit.
I think scary porn is gonna come around. What's the genre you don't like? Mystery.
Yes, I don't like mystery.
Thriller porn.
That's what this is.
You have to figure out who you just had sex with in VR. That's the second half of porn as you fade away. Like, her? I don't know.
And meanwhile, you saw faces the whole time. And it's like, now find her face.
It takes 3 hours. You're just sitting naked on your couch.
It's interactive.
Right. Matty, it's very nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Your website has your tour dates, right?
Yep. Well, probably. I mean, it does, but I need to update it. I'm sure they're all fast right now. But
so do that.
Oh my God. Watch a stand-up. Start there and then go to one of the social medias and go like, I just saw your stand-up and here's what I thought was funny. Go to the Trader Joe's joke. As soon as he started
numbers.
I fucking love it. It's me all the way. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm a basic bitch. But you know what? I clicked like on that. I'm like, Matty, you're right. I'm basic fucking Trader Joe's bitch. I love it. I went today and he talks about how you go to Trader Joe's, you got to go to another store. I'm going to ruin it. Go find it. It's on YouTube.
Like you go to Trader Joe's, I'm doing the right thing. And then you're like, yeah, but now I have to go to the other store for real food.
Yeah. You got to go. You're not getting the whole list done at Trader Joe's unless you're, packing for a school lunch.
Yeah. And then I bring the cart. I don't have bags. So I already have groceries in my in my cart on the way home. And I have to stop by the real supermarket. And my cart's already full, like my thing. So I always think they're going to be like, where'd you get those eggs from?
Like they're branded. Everything here says Trader Joe's on
it. Right.
Or Trader Giacomo or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Have they decided? Did they stop all that stuff?
They did. Yeah.
Shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Trader Juan, like you guys didn't even try. All right. So the website you go to is Matty Ryan Comedy. What made you keep Matty? Because it does sound childlike.
It does. It's kind of funny. When I was first signing up for it was like my second open mic I ever did in Chicago, and I brought my buddy who I grew up with. And like I wasn't telling anybody I was doing stand-up yet. I was just like kind of dipping into mics and checking it out. And I wrote Matt on there because I never everybody called me Matty, but I never introduced myself. It felt weird. And then I was writing Matt, and my buddy goes, dude, put Matty. He's like, that's what we all call you. Just put Matty on there. And yeah, so it just kind of stuck. And then honestly, like it took me years to start actively introducing myself as Matty instead of just saying Matt, because it just felt like I was saying my own nickname, like, hey, it's me,
Chief.
Chunk. Yeah.
That is weird. And I tried to do that with a name like Chemda, right? Like it's very difficult. I went to yeshiva from kindergarten until 8th grade in the United States, right? Then for 9th grade, I was going to a regular high school public. I'm psyched. I'm like, I'm going to be so regular. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. Well, I was going to change my name to Nicole. I didn't do that. My brothers changed their names, so it became a little bit easier. I was going to be like, I'm going to get a nickname. All right, we can do this. How do people get nicknames? No one's given me one. You can't kind of give yourself a nickname. We were in a circle in one of the first classes that I took in, I don't remember what it was. And 2 people, and this was such a bummer, 2 people from my old school were in there. And I'm like, no, it's supposed to be starting over. Yeah. And I'm like, whatever. It's a new me. They don't know me. It's been a whole fucking summer. And I'm almost an adult now. And I have a nickname. Ask me what my name is. So we go around and my heart's beating and I'm so excited. Here we go. People are they're going to get my name and and I go, Chemmy. And then, and that's exactly what happened. The 2 girls that have known me for basically 9 years of my stupid yeshiva life fell over on top of each other laughing. And I believe what happened was the teacher goes, what was that? And I was like, Chemda, you could say Chemda, please move on.
Chemda, sorry.
yeah, Chemda, sorry.
Chemda changed the one part of her name people can pronounce.
Right. I know. I didn't know I was like, what is the nickname? I finally just had to get like a helpful tool. I just closed no, I'm just kidding. So I learned like Chemda, like hem the pants, Chemda, hem the pants. And then that became my AOL name. So Chemda pants. Thank you, everybody. Still can't find a good nickname. Just have to be like, that's okay. You could just say Chemda.
It's fine.
Yeah, it makes me feel good when people can't say Keith.
Who can't do that?
Chemda spells it. Chemda spells it wrong sometimes, and I think it's subconscious. I don't know if it's subconscious or deliberate, but
I spell it wrong.
Sometimes you move the I and the E around, and I'm like, I think she's just trying to make a point.
Or you spell it like teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I spell it Kith and go like, you'll never measure up.
Ryan for social media. Hey, Matty Ryan. But do you not like that?
No, it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were saying Ryan, but yeah, I was gonna help you out on that.
Of course, I appreciate it very much. And that's everything. All right. Of course, KeithAndTheGirl.com will have the latest Britney update. And that's that. All right. Thanks again, everybody who supports the Kickstarter. We see you. We appreciate it very much. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
That's it.
Hey,
We
right
did it.
Breeze.
Maddie,
Nice.
Chemdy, and
Chemda.
Kiki.
Yes.
It was so embarrassing that
Oh,
day.
God, I'm
I
sure.
can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't used to it yet.
Right.
Oh well. Well, good on you, Maddie.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
so
fun.
great. This was a blast.